In college training charges standing up to £9,250 per year, England is the largest costly location to research in Europe. He's not a surprise party later how for such who wish to journey, expertise of various civilization or evolve overseas tongue skills, student in a nation that has no training charges for undergraduates is an appealing stock option. So in that countries can a alleged undergraduate of the UK research for complementary? Scotch students already get complementary college training in Scotland, as do students of some EU countries, but such of England, Wales and Northern Ireland include to pay to research down there. The Scotch by the government meets the price of Scotch students and EU law makes precise students of EU countries cannot be proposed a worse transactions rather than household ones. The Scotch by the government has incorporated how everything happens. EU students who register up to 2019 will go on to gain of complementary training charges. Now, any UK undergraduate can research at a college in any EU or EEA nation, Norway, Iceland and Liechtenstein, stipulated he or she fulfills the accession requirements of how establishment. If the household students do not pay any charges, the UK students are as well titled to research for complementary. In full, 10 EU countries, as so as Norway, do not accusation students training charges. Some countries accusation really low training charges. France, for sample, extortion among €180, £158, to €600, £527, a year at its country-funded universities. In several of the countries, love Germany, lot of the courses are in British. In other, love Croatia, the complementary courses are just accessible in the domestic tongue. Down there are opportunities for such who wish to research future afield too much. The top US universities propose complete scholarships to the top and the brilliant students. As universities in Australia propose top students of about the planet various of scholarships and complementary training. Down there is no information how shows how lot UK students are making a complete extent in some EU countries. The UK and the EU include coordinated in concept how any UK individual who moves to research in else EU nation up the UK foliage the EU on March 29, 2019, as so as for the transfer time following Brexit, that is due to complete at the end of 2020, will hold the order to research on the identical regulation as how nation's own citizens. How assumes how the departure treaty is executed and the transfer goes front. Such who begin their year in an EU nation that does not accusation any charges up the transfer ends, will pay anything though if their year continues following the transfer is above. Which will occur in 2021 and 4. How is potential to rely on the politics how every person nation has on training charges for non-EU students. Now, Germany and Norway propose complementary student to all world students. It is of year probable how several of the countries might changing their rules by 2021.